Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay, let's do some. So we had a CPI report, economic report come out, and I believe this is what caused this spike up. So we'll see if we're gonna have continuation, right? Continuation in general looks like this. So we had our spike. We want to see a pullback. I'm not saying these levels, right? I'm just giving you an example of what we need to look for if it's going to continue heading up. But you know, it's going to want to grab liquidity from somewhere. Let's see where VWAP's at. Okay, we're right at VWAP, so let's just play it cool for right now. If we're using indicators solely, our 1 minute says we're coming out of we're in a bull cycle. We're heading into a bull cycle. Our 5 minute says we're high above the water, possibly a weak bear cycle coming in for continuation, right? So if this if this blue line and this orange line, or this MACD line and the signal line, if they never get below the 0 line and they cross again, that would be continuation. Could be continuation. And then our 30 minute has some more room for the upside. So again, we're in a strong uptrend. We're not going to fight the trend here. There's no point in fighting the trend. So we'll know when the trend is over. I'll wait for a few more to wake up in the Discord so we can give some actual analysis here. But today should be straightforward. Economic news is already done, so we'll see if we continue on the upside or if they're gonna squeeze everybody. So we'll see. Let's just play it cool for right now. Our 5 is at 635.29 right now, which is, let's see if we grab liquidity off the 5 for the continuation, right? So if it weren't, because remember I said a continuation looks like this. So let's see if price, I'm not saying at these levels, I'm giving you an example. If the 5 is here, if we come down to here, grab liquidity, and then bounce off. So we want to grab liquidity from this area, right? The 5. Hope if the 5 is here at that time, wherever the 5 is what I'm saying. So we're going to look out for that. Otherwise, we're looking for our long entries. So all the indicators let us know that there's still some more room to the upside, right? We're starting our bull cycle on the 1 minute. We are high above the water, which could indicate a weak bear cycle on the 5 minute, right? And a weak bear cycle is just continuation. That's how I assess that. And we got room for the upside on the 30 minute. So why do we want to fight the trend? And we're in an uptrend, right? We're in a strong uptrend, so we're not going to fight the trend. So it looks like market wanted to, when it opened, it grabbed liquidity. See, it opened on the green candle, right? The bottom of the green candle. It closed at the body of this green candle. Immediately shot down to grab liquidity. See this? See how many times it touches this key level? 1, 2, 3, all these times. It grabbed liquidity, and that's what gave us the room to go up right here. So you always gotta grab the orders from somewhere. They're gonna grab the orders from somewhere. Now, if you didn't get in on this call, we gotta wait for our next setup. Let's look to make 640.07. We want to make 640.07 if the market's good to us. We want to make it resistant, or excuse me, support. Right, we want to grab this liquidity right here and make this support. Once we passed it, we're going to come back, retest it, make it support, And then that'll give us our entry for longs if we're gonna go long. But let's let these early candles play out. You know, too late to jump in on it now, so no FOMO here, no big deal. But you see where the liquidity is, right? So if it does want to take out this liquidity to the upside, let's look for this. I don't like that arrow. I gotta redo this arrow. Here we go. There, that's sexy. Let's see where our... Yeah, this is really our only major liquidity level right here. Let me look again. Okay. Okay, looks like we have our range, right? We see the range we're in right now. Kind of a wide range, so it is what it is. So you know exactly right here where it is now is going to stutter. Why? Because it's settling out these orders. Now we got to see who's going to win. We don't know who's going to win yet. You got to wait till you get above. You get the confirmation on the break, retest, and reject. So we're just going to stick to our rules. Very simple. We don't have to complicate it. Do you see how we're understanding how liquidity works now? So I want to recap. We hit the high in the after out or pre-market over here. On opening, we had to get liquidity from somewhere. We had to. Where do we go? Down to here. You see this last liquidity level right here? So they had to test this level again. They tested the level. So this is a break, retest, reject. And then any significant pullback should be here, right? We have to give it grace to about, I think I drew this a little shallow. Technically, we should give it grace to about, I'd say about here. So I was a little quick on this, but we should give it grace to about here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because once you, a lot of traders, and just I think the way the stock market works for some reason, no one knows why, but it trades off of something called Fibonacci. And Fibonacci is also a tool we can use. It's a tool, a charting tool we can use. It's on the left side over here. You can choose Fibonacci. And Fibonacci is a way people trade off of, right? There's something called a golden pocket, and basically it's just saying pullback should happen here and continuation should happen here. There's certain levels on Fibonacci. Once you practice this for so long, your eyes kind of train itself to see where the Fibonacci levels are. So if you're interested in and they have like if you're kind of a nerd like me, they have this trading, like, it's like a competition. They have a trading competition. And the best trader in the world, he's a German dude, he trades Fibonacci solely. He only uses Fibonacci to trade. So just little info. Now I still fully expect this to hit this. Let's see. I still fully expect it to hit our target. You should try it. Oh shit, Sonny. And I don't know if you have noticed, but the more time goes on, the more data we get, the easier it is to trade in the afternoon. So it's difficult in the morning because we don't actually know the direction. We kind of, we had a good CPI report, a good economic report. So that's some bias to one side, right? Because we had a good economic report, but you always got to, watch out for the market makers, because the market makers, that's when they want to squeeze everybody, right? They know exactly what you're thinking. They already know what you're thinking. So what I'm saying is, instead of trying to predict, like, oh, we had a good report, it's gonna go up, instead of trying to predict that, let's use the market price action and the structure to tell us what's gonna happen, instead of trying to guess. I still fully expect this to hit the actual target. Once you understand liquidity and what needs to happen in the market for certain things to happen, you're not going to let red candles scare you. You're not going to, let's say you're in a call. What I'm saying is, you're not going to let the opposite candle scare you. Once you have, and this is the hard part. This is the emotion you got to get over, because it's counterintuitive, right? Your brain is telling you, I could take profit right now. Why not take this profit? Because I don't know what's going to happen. But you can get a little confidence on knowing what to expect, right? We expect this level to be hit. It takes time. We know it's going to dance in here. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't, right? Nothing you can do about that. That might be close enough. We'll see. Let it play out. So let's see if we get a weak bear cycle on our 1 minute. Let's check our 5 minute. Yeah, we might have that weak bear cycle coming through on that 5 minute. We can see we're in this range of 639.90. Here, I'll highlight it really quick. Kind of in this highlighted range right here. So let's see if it breaks one way or the other. Okay. Okay. See, there's no way you can plan for this sort of stuff. Everyone who bought calls just got stopped out. Believe that, right? Because their stops were probably a little bit underneath. Their stops were probably a little bit underneath this. The dotted line. Look at this. Now, is this a momentum candle? Could you jump in on this? Looks like a momentum candle, but it's so sketchy because we're still in our range, right? We're still in our 1 minute range. Remember, I showed you the range we're in. Little sketchy here. Look at the, you can't, there's no way anyone could predict that. So we don't predict anything. We wait. We let the market tell us where the move's going, right? We see we have our, now we've built up liquidity here. We didn't break this liquidity level. We needed a break, retest, and reject. You see how you can find safety once you get rules? Once you get rules, it doesn't mean it has to work 100% of the time. You just got to make sure you get a winning strategy. That's the part that matters, a winning strategy. Now, if we start getting above the halfway point of this candle, I'm less likely to go along with more downside. If the price gets above the halfway point, you know what? Let me not say that, because I actually don't know. It's just some biases that I have on my own that I'm not going to impart them onto you. So. And this is why we don't jump in on momentum candles. This is why right here, let the market tell us, okay, we broke this level up here. Let the market, and if we were, and if it did just shoot down, right? If it did just shoot straight down on that momentum candle, then guess what? Oh well, because this is not our setup, right? If we missed it, then we missed it. There's no way to predict that. If you just jump in on candles, you're letting the market makers manipulate you. All right, we're about to break this halfway. Okay, I'm not going to do the halfway thing. So I'm not going to do the halfway thing. Don't worry about that. We're just going to, I don't want to put bad habits in your minds. But we do want to look out for, let's see, hold on, let me do some work here. I'm just talking a lot. Let's look out for a head, a shoulder, maybe a sloppy head and shoulder right here. This is why we're patient and wait. Oh, did I just erase it? My bad. Okay, so we broke our range. Your entry is on the break of this, on the range, right? This is the range we have. We got to see which way we break. One side to, oh no, my computer. One way or the other. We needed to see if it's going to break one way or the other. So that happened. Let me clean up this chart. I need to make some. Okay, I think I see it. So because we never broke, this is how I view it. I split up these large candles, these momentum candles, into quarters. If we get above the halfway mark, I do not believe the halfway of the body. If we get above halfway in the body, then I believe it's going to be this momentum candle plays out. But if, let's say, if this momentum candle happens and we get above the halfway mark, then I'm less likely to trust this momentum candle. So I don't know why, but that's just something I've noticed. Okay, so your trade should be protected now on that head and shoulder. It was I think hard to catch, but we did have our range, right? We said above this, below that, that's what we need to wait for. So now we got some direction. Now we're gonna wait for, oof, oh my goodness. On a bigger scale, hold on, let me use the 5-minute for this really quick. Yeah, break of this purple. Okay, something else I wanted to point out really quick, because I'm pretty sure we all missed this move. I know I didn't take it, so let's look. The 5 is right here. Where do you think the target is? Where do you think the target is? So let's see if we, this is going to be a key level right here. Let's see if we bounce. Something I wanted to point out to show you, because I think we did a lesson on the market respects structure. Here, I want everyone to look at the 5. Really quick, pay attention. I drew this cup and handle Sunday. This happened overnight, just now. I put this here Sunday. So how did I know this was going to happen? I didn't. That's the answer. Market structure. I told you, the market respects structure. This is from Sunday. Could it get any more precise? Bounce off purple. Look, bounce off purple. Market respects structure. That's the answer. So I just wanted to show that. It's been on here since Sunday. We knew what was going to happen. We already knew. We had the answers to the test. The move finished here. Once you get here, exactly where I put it, this is from Sunday. The move's over. Now we have to see what the next setup is. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. It's been here since Sunday. So has this movement, this algo movement. It's been here since Sunday. It was there all day yesterday, and I was working around it because I didn't want to erase it. I didn't want to erase it because I knew it was going to happen. Why? Because that's just the market structure. It has to do that. It has to do that. This is tough to trade in, right? Because this is really tough to trade in. So don't feel FOMO here. This is really tough to trade in. So just be patient. Okay. Let's see. What did I give it? 3. Okay. Now here goes the other way, right? Boop, boop, boop. So let's see if we get this for the continuation up. Let's see, we have We might be entering on the 1 minute into a bull cycle. On the 5 minute, it looks like we still have a chance for the weak bear cycle here for the bolt up, right? We still have a chance for that. And we're still within the range on our 30 minute with more room for the upside, it looks like. So be patient. No reason to rush anything. Allow them to do this, to settle everything out. Because after they get all this out the way, it'll be a little easier. Let them settle out. If you didn't know that, now you know. But I think that cup and handle that I put on the 5 from a couple days ago, that's the type of stuff you need to see to gain the confidence. You need to see how market is going to respect the structure. You have to be able to identify the structure. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. All right. What is it from here? 637. Oh, come on. I'd like it to at least test this again, to test this key level down here. There it is. There's the money. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, look, I told you, break, retest, reject. Look, this was your entry. Half a point move. That's good money. Half a point move. Almost half a point. Wait, what is it? All right. 637.95. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I've done my job. You made money. The calls were above here. If you didn't collect, if you're not collecting, that's not my fault. I can't control, you know, how much money you want to make or how much money you're willing to lose. I don't control that. I'm showing you where the risk is. My job is to show you risk. So we're in this purple. We're just in the purple until we're not. If you didn't take profit from here to here, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Enter on the... I told you where it was going to happen. Our call entry was on the break of this, minimum. Minimum, it was on the break of this. Obviously, a break, retest, and reject would be nice. There it is. So, you know, first target would be here. Next target would be the 5. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at the money we're printing. Come on. Easy money. Look at this money. Look at the money we printed. There it is. Oh my goodness. Every single day. Every day. I don't miss. I don't miss. Look at this money. Come on now. You see the fade here. Look at the fade. Remember we talked about the fade? We know where the target is. Look, I have it drawn. There's nothing more I can do. It's up to you. If you don't trust this system by now, I don't know. You're going to have to go talk with God. You're going to have to talk with God because you got trust issues. You got deep-seated trust issues. If you don't trust me by now, well, I'm not saying to trust me, but trust this system. You don't have to trust me. Look at this money we printed. Stop it. I'm the best at doing this. I'm the best day trader on the internet. It cannot get better than this. It cannot. And look, we did it with safety. We did it with safety. We didn't even have to risk anything. We knew where the calls were. You see why we didn't let these candles fool us? You see why we waited? This is why. This is why. And then, oh, okay, let's say we get faked out here. We knew where our liquidity was that got taken out. We just went over it. We just went over it. Right? So look, to the upside, it would have been, here's your liquidity. We would need to take this out, right? And then we would have needed to break, retest, and reject the liquidity. That didn't happen, right? What did happen? Oh, geez, hold on. That was so not smooth. I wanted to transition smoother over. Okay, what did happen? We had our liquidity down here. And what did it do? Broke, retested, and rejected the liquidity. Do you understand? Do you see it? Now do you see it? And then where's the target? Well, wherever the hell the target is, right? I put the target here. Easy money. Now, technically, we should be holding inside of purple, but, you know, this is kind of sketchy. So if you want to take your profit on the target, like I said, where I drew it exactly, come on now. We knew where the target was. So take, you know, if you're a gangster and you want to hold, okay, hold. That's on you, but I showed you where the money was. I showed you where the target was. This is very simple. Excuse me, I had to step away for a bit. I'm back now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that noise? Okay. If you're holding runners, don't let them go negative. Don't let them go against you, right? You should be, yeah, don't let the runners go against you. Collect something out from them. Let's put everything in totality, right? So if we knew we had pretty much a momentum candle on the upside this morning, we had a good CPI report, right? There's always going to be this continuation. There's always going to be that. So we have to ask ourselves, at what point is the continuation no longer valid? And the answer to that is going to be underneath the 5. If we get underneath the 5 and make the 5 resistance, then that means it's no longer valid. The continuation to the bolt up, the long-term bolt up, not scalp day trading, the long-term bolt up. Okay, which this could happen. I'm not saying day trading like today, but you know, the quicker in and out trades. So this is the answer. Unless it does this, the bolt up is still, the long-term bolt up is still in play because that structure hasn't broken. Okay, so I just want everyone to understand that. We're not betting like, oh, look, we think the market's going to go down now. No. We think, you know, what my job is here to show you where money is to be made. That's my job. Where's the money to be made? How can you get, you know, scrape some dollars off a movement? That's my job. I'm not here to predict the stock market, like, you know, the direction the stock market's going to go. That's impossible. It's impossible unless I did it on Sunday, because I did do it Sunday. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I did, but whatever. I don't see any other algos being respected, therefore all I have is this purple, so I'm just going to use the purple. Okay, so now you see the liquidity that needs to be taken out. If there's going to be upside above this, all this needs to be taken out. It seems like a lot, but that's what it is. That's the answer. There's nothing, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. That's the answer. Protect your trade. Protect your trade. In profit, protect your trade. If it goes again, if you lose from here, there's nothing I can do, right? It's in profit. You had time, take the money, or wait for a break, retest, and reject of the level. That's on you. If it shoots up from here, it shoots up. If not, you know what to look out for. If you didn't collect, there's nothing I can do, right? Or if you're gonna be a gangster and hold, I don't know. You tell me. If you want some safety, you see where the safety is, right? We need to take out, we need to take this out right here. I prefer a break, retest, reject, personally. That's what I prefer. It actually never even closed outside of purple. It never closed outside of purple, so ignore what I just said. It has to close outside of purple. So if you're less risky, right, you'd rather wait for liquidity to be taken out and you're not trying to get in on flexion, there's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with that. Because essentially, what is the possible, watch. Right, so that long-term bolt that I was talking about, if it wants to go up, could be like this. You see how it looks on a longer term time? I'm gonna put this one in a different color so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll do it in blue. Do you see the bolt in blue? So the question is, did we just grab liquidity from over here to give us our push up? Underneath the 5, right? That's when everything changes. Underneath the 5. I'm gonna clean this chart up because it looks absolutely insane, and I hate looking at it. Still inside purple. If you didn't take any trades, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of sketchy to, when you see these big engulfing candles every other minute or every other movement, it's engulfing. That's, that's sketchy. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. Okay, here's a test, a pop quiz for the Discord. Is everyone ready? Let me know if everyone's ready for the pop quiz. Put something in the chat. Let me know you're ready for the pop quiz. Exactly. Okay, pop quiz. Using the 30-minute chart that I provide, using the 30-minute chart, I want you to tell me if the market in totality wants to head up, what is the area of liquidity? What's the range? Give me the range of the liquidity that we need to take out if the market's going to head up in general. Longer term, think longer term. So there's a range. What is the range of liquidity that we need to take out for some more upward momentum in the market? I'll wait. Oh my God, my computer's messing up. What the hell? Okay. Now I'm hitting wrong buttons and junk. Jesus Christ. Okay, the answer is, hold on, let me see. Only Sunny answered? Okay, here's the answer. It is this range right here. You see it? This is our next level of liquidity, between 641.39 and 639.90. Our next level of liquidity is right here. See it? So once we take this out, we need to take this out to confirm more upside. Let me see. Yep, good. Now you get it. Now you get it. So on a longer term, you know, dealio, this is, you know, once we start doing, or even today, right? Even today, because we still have plenty, we got all day. When we start taking this out, expect more upside. Oh my goodness. Look, break of purple, break of purple. If you didn't take break of purple, there, look at the money. Look at the money we printed. 638, 30. Full point. One full point. Break of purple. Look at the money we printed. Easy. Easy money. On this put, we had a target. We knew where to get out. We had the perfect entry for this. And we even had, if you didn't want to take this shoulder, fine. You had the break of purple. Look at the money. You see what's happening, Ron? Ron, do you see what's happening? Hey. Oh, stop it. It's okay. Now we know the answer. All right, let's see how much we can get out of this. Okay, look, team, traders, we are 2 for 2 on the day. Call it a day. If you're up, call it a day. Look, less than an hour, 45 minutes, and you're done with your work day. That's a great work day. Call it a day. We're 100%. No more trades after this. I mean, you could, but why? Why? Don't cannibalize your account. Look at the money we just printed in both directions. Oh my goodness. All using one algo. Simply amazing. Simply, you can't make this up. This is perfect entry. Look at the precision. Now, when it breaks above this, that's what I'm gonna, if it does, I don't know if it is, but if it does, I'm gonna give the analysis of how we got here. If you couldn't make money from this, even if you got in late, let's say you got filled late, if you get the worst possible, that's still 638.43, 600, damn near a full point. That's, I mean, a full point in 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. That's, you're not gonna get. Oh my goodness! If you didn't chase that profit, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Whew, man. Be done for the day. We won 100%. Once you start scaling up your contracts and you're doing like 10 contracts at a time, you'll see. You will see. You're like, oh shit, I just made a quick $1,000. $1,000 in how long does this one take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Come on, come on. We need to get above this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh my. Look. Does it get any better? You gotta survive the one red candle. You gotta do it. You gotta be able to survive the one red candle. Okay, here, look. Here's this trade. Look. Break. Retest. I even drew look, I drew exactly to the point where it's gonna There's nothing more I can do. There's actually nothing more I can do. You had one chance to enter, 2 chances to enter, no, 3 chances to enter this call. 3 opportunities to enter. Look, on the shoulder, on the break, on the retest and reject. I even told you where it was gonna reject. Excuse me, where it was gonna retest. Look, I mean, damn. You know, I was just drawing that with a damn mouse and laptop, and look at the precision. Look at the precision. You knew where it was gonna turn around and fake. Come on, I showed you. If you want to wait for the break and retest, look at the money we printed today. Look at the money. No one is doing this on the internet. No one is doing it. Not like this. It's just not a look at this money. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we're printing. I still get excited. I'm still humbled by this because I'm still humbled by it. Look at this money. Oh my goodness. There's nothing more I can do. You have to trust the system. That's the only thing I can tell you. We did all of this with one algo. Only one. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm getting better, right? Because normally I'd already be burned through like 17 colors by now. Come on. Woo-wee. Now, again, if we get above here, I'm going to explain all of this. I need this to happen first. So let it happen first. If it does, I don't know. Let it happen. We literally saw this pattern yesterday, Ron. I think, did Ron say it? I think someone was saying in the chat about a similar pattern. Yes, pattern recognition. That's what I've been telling you. Identify, it's all a game of patterns. You got to be able to identify it. I'm here to help you. We literally saw this same, damn near exactly the same pattern yesterday. I think it was at 11:20. Oh, it was in my video yesterday. It was in the intraday analysis video from yesterday. Same pattern. Good job, Ron. Oh my goodness, what an amazing day. Now, on every retest and stuff like this, you should be moving your stop, right? I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to do your risk management, but, you know, think about it. Think about what I'm saying. Okay, I think we can make... All right, I'm going to clean this chart up. Well, a little bit. I'm going to leave it just because I like to gloat. Actually, I can't work like this, so... I gotta clean the chart up, excuse me. Remember this longer cup and handle, by the way, right? Remember this this longer term. Done my job for today. I've done my job. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, magenta is just a buying channel. It's not a real algorithm, so don't... Wait, what? Magenta is just a buying channel, so it's not an algo. Yeah. I think I see one, but I also think I'm forcing it. I might be forcing this, but I'm gonna test it. So I'm gonna test this. This blue is a test, okay? This blue is a test. It doesn't really have any respect on it, so ignore this green and blue. I'm testing. I want to see if the break of blue is going to be our down. Again, green and blue, ignore it. I don't actually have anything to go off of. I think I do like the yellow though. Okay, I think I do like the yellow though, and we are approaching our liquidity zone. So expect a little dance, right? Oh my God, look at the money we printed. We're still printing. Now you move your stop, right? Now you move your stop. First stop, second stop. Let's see where this one goes. Let's break above this yellow. Come on. Let's break this yellow. Look at the move we had this morning. Even if you just took one trade on the, when I highlight, okay, what did I put? And I put it at confidence level 3. Yeah, this is a absolute winning. Look at this winner. Look at this winner. 1 full point. 1 full point. This is a. Look at this winner. Okay, single contracts. We broke this buying channel. If you want to take profit, take profit. Otherwise, man, I don't know if I want to use this green or not. The green might be a thing. The green might be a thing. Multiple contracts, I would say, on the break of green. Because you still have profit from purple, right? So you're still in profit if you're trailing your stops along green for your runners. So even if it broke like right here, right now, you'd still be plenty of profit on your runners. So single contracts, you get out on the break of the break and close of magenta, the buying channel, which I said. And then multiple contracts, we're going to try to use this green. I'm gonna see if it holds up. It looks like it's holding up so far, so. If green breaks here, I'll probably be done trading for the day. I only need, look, 1 hour. Yeah, I've done too much work. I've already done too much work. 1 hour, that's too much for me. I bruise easy. I don't like to work. I don't like to work too hard. I like to work smart. Here we go. Okay, let me update the 5. I haven't even doing any work on the 5. I'm sorry. Um, okay, I think our yellows are translated on the 5 and the 1. So if you're looking for safety, any downside, watch out for a head to form here and then a shoulder, and let's see if we underneath this purple, look at this purple. You see how much liquidity is built up on this purple? So it would be like this underneath the purple with a break, retest, reject. Okay, so let me explain this 5-minute chart because I like to guide off the 5. Here are the scenarios in the 5. Okay. Now, if the cup and handle happens, when, I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to happen at 11:05. I'm just showing you what it needs to look like if that pattern does play out. So guide off the 5, use your 1 minute for your entries. Okay, this green might be respected. Okay, I took the rest of my contracts off on break of green. I don't even know if green's a thing, but I just took my contracts off. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let it close below green before I take my Okay, I'm gonna let it close below green before I take my contracts off. My runners, not my initial, my first tranche. I exited on the break of, what is it? On the break of magenta, and then I'm holding runners on green. I didn't know if green was an actual thing, but it looks to be that it's being respected, so I can get a couple more dollars out of this, out of my runners now. I'm gonna let it close below green before I get out. I'm gonna allow it to close. It doesn't matter because the profit was on somewhere in this candle right here. Or maybe even this one. Maybe this one right before. Somewhere in one of these candles. I don't remember. I gotta go look. But I'm holding my runners on green right now. The close. I'm waiting for it to close below green. And again, I don't know that green is an actual thing. It's just something that caught my eye at the last minute, and not upset about it because I was able to scrape out some more money. So I'm just moving my runners up along green. Give me one moment. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, so we're still nurturing this. I'm gonna hope for a weak bear cycle here for a continuation up. Hopefully it bounces off of green. I'm still holding on to green, so we'll see what happens. If it breaks, it breaks. You know, I'll get whatever I get. But I'm waiting for it to close. Hopefully it doesn't like pop down, because then I'll just be out. No, they're not, Ron. They are not. Every day is different with the algorithm. Every day is different. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna move my stop to underneath this green candle. If it stops me out, then I'm done. Like literally, legitimately, I'm done if it stops me out here, because now it's like firm set. It's no, yeah, okay. So whatever happens from here, this is my stop now. I have moved my stop to underneath the body of this green candle. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a call. Again, my stop is underneath the body of this green. I think my computer's about to die. Yeah, so whatever happens from here happens from here. If it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. And on this, I'm not going to wait for a close. Even if it wicks below this body, then I'm stopped. Okay. All right, all right, all right. If we get comfortable in the green again, then I'm going to start moving. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to start using green again. Hey. All right, see, we're going through the trade together. We're doing it together. You're in real time listening to my thought process. Let's check it. Let's check it. Are you saying wedge based on this? Is that where you see a wedge? Okay, let me see. For a wedge, we would like to see the testing of if you're using blue, keep in mind this blue, I don't know it's a thing. The green I'm comfortable with. The blue I do not know. Remember, the blue is a test, but if it was, it would need to test the blue at least once or twice to be a wedge. Look at the money we're printing using green. Oh my goodness, green's doing the work today. Green is doing the work today. Oh my goodness. Now remember, I said if we get above this 640.07, I'm going to explain everything what happened today. I'm going to explain this whole thing, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But I want to get above this to explain exactly what happened, because, you know, we literally talked about it and it all happened in real time. But I think sometimes when I'm speaking in the morning, giving my analysis in the morning, it's hard to conceptualize what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say that's going to happen, you know, however long from now. I'm going to give yellow a 2, by the way. That's medium confidence. Medium confidence on yellow. Oh, okay. Hold on, Ron. Hold on, Ron. Hold on, Ron. I might see one between yellow and green. Maybe a wedge between yellow and green, Ron. So I'm not sure if you're talking about blue or green, but if you're talking about green, green is more ideal for the wedge. Yeah, that blue, I said, like, you know, I don't have any real confidence in that blue. I was doing it as a test. I don't know. We have to see. I'm not confident with this blue, though. It's there as a test. I don't have anything else, and I'm, you know, my blind little eyes, maybe they see something. I don't know. But the green's holding up for sure. The green is doing work for us. Now, could I slide green down a little bit to make it cleaner? So I could, but that would be, I don't know. I don't want to do that because sometimes you need to adjust. I'm not going to do that here because it just seems like I'm serving my purpose just to make it seem like I'm, you know, I did everything perfect, and that's not what I want to do. Because, you know, I think a lot of people on YouTube or whatever, they try to put on a show and try to make, you know, to put on the image. But yesterday, you know, I told you I took my loss, a little loss, not for the day, but on the trade, a loss on a trade. Today, I'm showing you that I'm not going to try to make it look perfect. You can't, you know, we're all human. Oh man, this little wedge between green and yellow seems to be hitting. I'm still in this trade, by the way. I'm still in this trade. So now my runners are... Okay, now my runners are at where my initial tranche is at. So let's say I get out right now, all my contracts. Then... it's full profit from here. So 100% profit on all the contracts from here. Now, if it does shoot up, then I'll miss out on my first tranche. I'll miss the profits on my first tranche. But I wanted to secure something. That's why I took out my first tranche on the break of magenta, so I can get something. I know for sure I've secured something, and now my runners, I'll let the runners do the work. Look at, okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this money. How long do we have to hold? From 10:13 to 48. 30 minutes holding. Sometimes you got to look at the money. Look at this money. Every single day we do this. And I'm walking through the trades with you. This is all done live and in real time. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We got some room, Ron. We got some room. I'm still holding this. So if you took break a yellow, it was only confidence level 2. But if you took break a yellow, collect your money. So remember, when I'm highlighting something, that's the call out. When I'm highlighting something, that's the call out. So this is the original line. And then now you see that I have it highlighted. This is a confidence level 2. This was a confidence level 3. 3 being higher confidence. So if you took break a yellow, good on you. Let's look at our 5-minute. Oh, okay. Look at the 5-minute. Look at the 5-minute chart. It's almost as if I drew this in advance. It's almost as if I went into the future and drew this in advance. You can't make this up. I told you, guide off the 5-minute. We guide off the 5-minute, right? The 5-minute tells us where we're going. The 1-minute tells us how we're going to get there, where we are right now. How do we get there? 3 for 3 on the day. I'm going to take this win. I don't care. I'm going to take this win from here to here. I'll take it. I don't care. I'm going to call it. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to let this one play out. I might not put this in the wins. Because I put, number 1, I put confidence level 2. I did highlight it. I don't know. I don't want to try to like pad the stats, right? I don't want to cook the books here. I want it to be authentic. So I'm just going to let it play out instead of trying to call it now. I'm just going to let it play out. You know, the same rules apply here. It's going to be a break, retest, reject, or it's going to shoot out. Either one. Either one of those things is going to happen. We already know that. You're welcome. Look at the money we printed. You are welcome. Oh my goodness. What an amazing day we had. Are you kidding me? Look at this money. Let's go. Let's go. Do I need it? We are okay. I'm gonna take that victory. I don't care. I highlighted it. I even drew the break, retest, reject. Come on, man. There's nothing more I can do. Look, okay. Now we crossed the level. I'm going to explain. What? Listen. This morning, I told you this would happen. On this candle here, or I'll go back and look at the video. I actually said exactly what just happened is going to happen this morning. And I even drew how we are going to get here. Right? So remember, on this put here that we did, on this put, that was in order to grab the liquidity to push us up. Remember that. I'm going to go and highlight it in the video, but this was all... I said this morning. This morning, it was clear. It was either going to be at this key level or at the 5 to grab liquidity. That was, I don't know if you remember that. Rewind the tape. It was either here or the 5 to grab the liquidity for the continuation, because I told you what continuation looks like this morning. This is not an accident. The market respects structure. Why do you try to go against the structure? For what? Look at this money we printed. I'm going to put my stop on. I don't know if I want to use that blue, but. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we printed. How much money do. From purple, 639. Oh, two full points. I'm giving away. Okay, I got stopped. Okay, I'm going to take my profit here. I'm good. I'm done for the day. I took my profit. I'm good. We went back inside the green. I'm done. Okay. Good trade. If it goes up from here, if it bounces off a green again and goes up, oh well, I'm done. I don't want to risk any more money. The more you trade, the more you risk, the more you lose. That's the answer. Oh my goodness. If you want to look for that, if it wants to do, which would be perfect if it bounced off the green and bounced back off the yellow. So, and by the way, Ron, that revenge put from yesterday, it went it dropped down another 6 points from the time I said revenge put to the end of session, because it never went back up. 6 points from that revenge put, and I called the exact moment. Yeah. Oh man. But we don't like to trade on speculation like that. I don't like to trade on speculation. But the only reason I knew that put was gonna hit was because I just seen it so many times. Pattern recognition. Now continuation here to the upside would look very nice if we were to test the green and the yellow and reject off of both of them. That would be very nice. Continuation. If we get back inside the yellow and then start making yellow resistance, then, you know, think the other way. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. If it rejects right here off of yellow and green like that, you better donate my brain to science. You better donate my brain to science. Donate my brain to science. I'm okay with it. When I'm dead. When I'm dead. When I'm dead, donate to science because it's gonna help somebody. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Oh my goodness, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This green is doing all the work. This green algo is doing all the work. Let green do the work. I planned on scalping here, so I'm gonna see how much I can get. So I'm chasing this. You better believe I'm chasing this because I scalped this right here. I'm chasing this right here. I got out on this blue when it went back inside blue. I don't even know why I had this blue here. I don't know if it's a thing, but for some reason I just used blue. I got out here to take profit on all my contracts. I went back in on small amount of contracts, right? Only 10 right here. So only 10 contracts here, and it's in profit. So I can't lose from here. So I'm winning. I don't care if it goes against me now. This was a scalp. I don't recommend this. But I did say what the setup was, right? The break reach, easy. So yeah, once I saw this weakness coming on this red, I got in on this red, and then boop, and it happened. I don't care what happens from here because I got in on the very bottom. 10 contracts. I went light, very light on this trade, really light on this trade, just to, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. I knew I can get. And even if it went against me, then it was only 10 contracts. That was what I was willing to lose. So maybe like what? I don't know. 100, 200 bucks or something. I was willing to lose that on that trade. So, but luckily we're up a lot more than that. So, oh goodness. And after this, I'm done. Really, 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 I'm done this time after this one. But I just saw the opportunity right here. I'm gonna move my stop up to this now. I'm not taking it. I'm not. Yeah, I'm moving. If it goes against here, then I'm out on 10 contracts. I drew it before it happened. I literally drew it. So there's nothing more I can do. Hopefully the target is back here on the top. Oh my goodness, come on, let's go. It's all done live and in real time. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I will get you sorted out. And we have some good traders in here that are on standby helping each other out. Look at this money. Look at the money. Green did the work. Oh my goodness. What? I gotta look at the. Okay, look, we're now reaching this liquidity level. This morning, I actually said that everything that just happened. Why? Because we had this momentum candle. So momentum candle always has a pullback, a break and retest, right? We just had to figure out where was the retest, and we had two options. It was either going to be on this 636.81. I have it actually. I already had it here this morning. It was already put in place this morning. I get up early and I do this for this reason. Look at the perfection. Look at the perfection of my key level. So it was either going to be at this key level or the 5. And I said to buy puts under the 5. If we get under this key level, under the 5 is puts. This is clear, right? That never happened. What did happen was our call entry for the purple. The call entry went crazy. The call entry went absolutely insane. Okay, I'm back on this trade now. I'm gonna put my stop at this key level now. So if it goes back inside this key level, then I'm out on the scalp on the 10 contracts. Light, just something light, just for, you know, gas money, coffee money. And almost when we get to the top of this wick, I'm gonna show everyone the blueprint to make 5 figures in one day. Right, hold on. 5 figures in a day on the top. I hit the wick. Come on, I want to make it to 5 figures. 5 figures, really close. I need to. Come on, let's go. Let's go a little bit more. Come on, 5 figures in a day, 5 figures a day, 5 figures in a day, 5 figures in an hour and a half. You tell me if your full-time job is doing this, then stay there. Stay at your full-time job. If you're doing 5 figures in 2 hours, stay at your full-time job. This isn't for you. It hit it, but I need it. I want to move the stop to the 5-figure mark. I don't want to get stopped out. Remember, I got in here, right on 10 contracts. This is going to put me over 5 figures for the day. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Oh my, come on. Give me the 5 figures in it. Here we go. 5 figures in a day. There it is. 5 figures in a day. I just gave you the blueprint, the play-by-play on how to make 5 figures in one day. How much profit you take is on you. I can't control you. 5 figures in a day, there's the blueprint. You got it. Live. I showed you where. I showed you the entries. I talked through my entries. I talked through my stops. Everything played out perfect. Look, there it is. Oh my God. And this is why we do it for days like this. Look at this money. Look at the money. I gave another entry on the break retest. There's nothing more I can do. And there's people probably still sitting on the sidelines thinking, this is fake. There's no way this is real. How can this guy predict the stock market? Yep, I get it. Look at this money. Look at the money. I have my stop halfway between this candle at the, it doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. But I just wanted to show that it is possible to make 5 figures in a day with the proper discipline, proper setup. It's possible. Here it is. It's right in, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is exciting. Oh my goodness. It is possible. Look, I gave so many opportunities today. So many opportunities today I gave. We had, even if you just wanted to do call side, we had purple, we had yellow, we had the break retest reject of yellow, off still inside green. Look at the money. Look, it's almost unbelievable. It looks fake. There's no way this is real. Let's look at the 5 minute. Oh, okay. Exactly what I said would happen. Look at this wick. Look at this candle. The 1055 5 minute candle. That means, here, let me translate this. Within that 5 minutes, these 10 minutes right here, the price went up, retested, and rejected. Within these 5 minutes, that's exactly what happened. I drew it. We guide off the 5 minute chart. We enter on the 1 minute because it gives us our sniper. It gives us the sniper entry. This is why I do this. You don't have to sit here and try to guess the stock market. Why are we guessing where the stock market's going? We have to wait for the setup. It's going 9 times out of 10. The market is going to respect the structure. I'm going to move my stop now here. If I get stopped out here, I get stopped out on those 10 contracts. No, I'm going to move it a little bit lower. I'm going to give it a little bit of space. I'm moving it underneath the wick of this candle right here. I'm telling everyone right now what I'm doing. I'm literally $1 underneath this. Okay. Good trade. Good trade. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done for the day. Seriously this time. Now oh my goodness. We had a good day. We had a very good day. And I'm glad everyone was here with me. I'm glad everyone's here to witness this. Look at green doing work right off the top of green. Green is doing work. I got stopped out, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I probably should have left my stop here, but you know, I'm okay with that. I got in at the very bottom. I had a really good fill. So try to do this. I know this is counterintuitive, and I know this is scary. Try to, if you're buying calls, buy it on the red candle. You're gonna get the best fill. If you're buying puts, buy it on the green candle. You're going to get the best fill. That's the answer. You'll get comfortable with it. Trust me. Look at green putting in work, man. This green. And it was a last minute thing too. But you see where all the liquidity is built up now. You see where all this liquidity is built up now. So if it is going to dump, wait for this second green. Meaning when I'm not here and I leave because I'm not going to sit here and overtrade. I made my money. Everything that I said was going to happen happened. Now I don't know. We're in just blue sky territory. So, oh my God, this green put in work. That's fine. I'm not even upset. We hit our 5-figure day, so good day, amazing day today. Look at, wow, a good economic report. I told you ahead of time this was gonna happen. This morning I told you we're looking to see where it grabs liquidity from. This is not an accident. This is, you know, I don't know what else to say. If I were to see someone doing this, I'd be like, this is fake. Look at the precision on the 5 minute. Look at the precision. We've had a good run, man. We've had a really good run. Really maximizing our profit lately. Really maximizing our profit when we identify liquidity, when we identify profit targets, when we identify perfect entries. I mean, you know, aside from the random things you can't control, for example, look at this huge candle right here. There's no way anyone could see that, right? So you can't control that. If you have proper stops, proper risk management, okay, you get stopped out, you lose. You're not going to win them all. It's impossible because you can't predict this. We don't know where they're going to grab liquidity from. It could have been here. It ended up being here. They needed more liquidity, which is even better, right? The deeper we go, that's called deep structure. We knew we had deep structure because look at the purple. Deep structure. We just went over this yesterday or Sunday. We went over this Sunday. Deep structure. We want to see a significant move. Once you see that angle like that, then you know you'll get some continuation. 9 times out of 10. Whew-wee. What a day. I don't even have FOMO that I didn't respect green. I don't even care, because that's just being greedy. But then again, you can't let 1 or 2 opposite candles scare you out. You wait for the liquidity levels to hit. Let's use the. We know. Look, we're entering that zone here. We already identified it this morning. I think Sunny did, as a matter of fact. Sunny identified perfectly. If we break up, where do you think the next level is? Here, exactly. Now we need to break this if we're going to continue up. So if you're looking for long entries, at this point, if you're jumping in trades now, good luck. Good luck on that. I don't recommend that, but wait for this liquidity level to get taken out to the upside. Simple. You can actually go to the trade, the analysis, the live spy trading analysis from, I believe, Monday. Monday, I drew this play out on Monday. It's in our trading plan for Monday. Monday's trading plan has everything already drawn out. And on Sunday, I drew that 5. Remember, the 5 had a cup and handle. On Sunday, I had that cup and handle there. We should be done for the day. I'm not trading anymore. I got maybe another 15 minutes here, maybe. We'll see. We had a great day. Phenomenal day. Oh, goodness. What a great day. And I talked through my trade with everyone. I talked through it. I didn't have to tell you when I went in because I showed you when I went in, right? I showed you when I went in. I showed you when you should have went in if you wanted to try it again. And if that one wasn't good enough, I also did this. I also did that. I talked through the whole entire trade. And when it was down here, I didn't think when we got here, like, oh man, I missed this move from here to here. I didn't think that. You know why? Once I saw this, because if you remember, I had this shoulder here. Once I saw this, oh, I knew. I knew we gained enough liquidity. It's all about taking out levels. I knew we took out this level. Once I saw the fade to the upside, I knew we took out this level from over here. Because the market moves in momentum. You have to think about it like that. Where's the momentum pointing you? Look at the money we printed today. Okay, and I am going to add in yellow for our wins because the reason why I'm going to add in yellow on the win here was because it was already here. Remember, I transcribed the 5 minute to the 1 minute. Look at this amazing day. Okay. I want to stay and keep watching this, but I got stuff I got to do. All right, I'm gonna end the YouTube. So YouTube, it's been a pleasure. If you're interested in learning how to do this, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Wow, look at the movement. Wait, I gotta look at. Okay, you better believe there's gonna be a pullback at all-time high, 641.39. $41.39 here. Let's mark out our 641.39. This is going to be the target. We're going to see if this is going to be the target. Why? Because I already drew it out. I drew it out on Monday. Exactly what was going to happen. And if Monday wasn't good enough for you, look at the trading plan this morning. Okay, I just looked at the trading plan, the bolt up trading plan, and I think I was a little lazy because I meant to draw it bouncing off the purple. Only the Discord member is going to know what I'm talking about. I meant to draw it bouncing off the purple. It still would have been off a little bit, but I meant to draw it bouncing off the purple. For a deeper pullback, but I got lazy, and I don't know why I stopped in the middle of the goddamn channel. My bad. I meant to draw it at the bottom of purple. But either way, I mean, it still hit. It didn't matter. Not that it mattered. I think I'm being a little nitpicky there on myself, but we already knew what was going to happen. We got off the 5 minute. Even if you wanted to wait for the 5 minute chart, look how much money on the 5 minute. 630. Where is it? 639.44. This is amazing money. This is life-changing money. I don't think people understand. Okay, YouTube, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna head out. If you're interested in learning how to do this, email me livespytrading@gmail.com. I'm going to get you